a Tuesday. This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1 live in L.A. Joy Taylor is joining me. Somebody was putting a microphone on a couple of minutes ago and said, "Are you losing weight?" And what I felt like saying is, no, I'm just starving for football.
Oh.
Yeah. It's great to have you in. We got nothing but football today. I absolutely love it. Joy Taylor is joining me. Man, we're moving into August now. I can feel it now. We got a football game this weekend.
I know. It's so exciting.
It's exciting.
I love how it snuck up on us this year. It was
did.
like NBA free agency just let us right into it. There was no break in the action.
So we got a story. Jerry Jones said something yesterday. Let's start here. Owner of the Dallas Cowboys, who through the years has been very good to his players. Let's not kid ourselves. This is not like an owner of a team that's cheap. This is not Charlie Finley of the old A's. You know, there's just Donald Sterling. This is an owner that loves his players and takes care of his players. But you do run a business, and football is a business. And Jerry Jones, and he's right on this, was talking about the Zeke holdout yesterday, and I hope Zeke is listening. Here he is.
You don't have to have a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl. But Emmett was the first one to do it. And that's one of the dilemmas at running back, is that the league knows that you can win Super Bowls and not have the Emmitt Smith back there or not have Zeke back there. Consequently, when we are looking and putting Zeke's contract in place, we've got to realize that the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, tone has changed. Zeke, by the way, is in Cabo. Jerry just said that, and the Cowboys just signed a running back. Oh, my, the story has changed, has it not? Jerry Jones is not going to pay him what he wants 2 years out. And this is the mistake, is that now, don't worry about losing the locker room. Jerry realizes this. He can now overpay Dak. If you're not paying your running back what Zeke wants, overpay on Dak, and you don't lose the locker room. Because Dak, who's never made any money, is a year out, and he's like, I just want to be at camp. So you always worry about in these situations losing the locker room if a star isn't paid. Now, that would happen much more in basketball's culture than football's culture. But now, what Jerry's telling you is we're moving off him if he doesn't come in and play. We just kind of have to move off him. Zeke's in Cabo. Jerry just delivered that strike, and they just signed a running back. And there is something about football. Jalen Smith has never made any real money in the NFL, linebacker. Dak hasn't made any real money. If Jerry steps up and pays those guys in the near future, then the Zeke thing has no sting. There is a brotherhood in football that does not exist in basketball. Basketball, it's about getting yours. I mean, LeBron and D-Wade are best buddies. LeBron bailed on him, didn't give him a phone call. KD bails on Steph. Steph was in China. Could you have made the decision 2 days earlier? He bailed on him when he was in China. Forced Steph to fly all the way to Brooklyn to say, I love you. The basketball brotherhood doesn't really exist. People say it does. Oh, I love Melo. Nobody wants to play with him. I love Chris Paul. Nobody wants to play with him. But in the NFL, there is a brotherhood. And the reason there's a brotherhood is the fear of getting hurt. Tom Brady, you see these quarterbacks buy their offensive linemen lawnmowers, Rolexes, cars, vacations, golf carts. Why? Because if you don't have their back, you're on yours. There is a brotherhood in football. Training camp is a grind. Training camp is grinders. Training camp in the heat in Louisiana. It's brutal. And so if you skip camp, players will say one thing, but they'll think another. Get your arse over here. And I think Jerry knows this. I think Jerry understands the brotherhood of football. I think Jerry analytically knows where the game is going. You don't need a star running back. And I think Jerry knows in the end, if he doesn't sign Zeke, he can overpay on Dak, and that will play very well within the walls of Cowboy land. That'll play well. Pay for Jalen Smith. Pay for Dak, who haven't made any real money. Zeke's already made $20 million. He'd make 33 if he stayed there through the remainder of his contract, which he says he won't do. So let's not cry poverty here. Zeke's a first-rounder. Zeke's made big money. Dak's made nothing. Jalen Smith's a second-rounder. He's made nothing, and they've both been really good players, part of a winning culture. So Jerry Jones didn't just accidentally throw that out there. Jerry Jones picks and chooses, just like commissioners, he picks and chooses the times to allow interviews. Did you notice that interview? Under a shaded tree, nice lighting. Jerry was delivering a message from the Cowboys to Zeke. Don't need you. The ultimate goal, Super Bowls. Star running backs, paying them a lot, doesn't win Super Bowls. Listen, there's two stories, the one they feed you and the truth. That, for Jerry Jones, was his presidential address. Nice under a tree. The lighting's good. He took it serious. He delivers it. I mean, did you notice just it looked like a well done? That's like Warren Buffett does at Sun Valley every year. It's like, okay, this is going to play all year to the investors on Wall Street. Let's make it look real. This is not Jerry with 30 people and a microphone. Thought about it, delivered it, a sit down, a one-on-one. Good luck, Zeke. Good luck. Because Jerry, that's where he stands right now, and he wanted to make sure you see that as you work out in Cabo. I saw this story. Oh, boy. A Louisiana court orders testimony of Roger Goodell in the Rams-Saints lawsuit. Oh, boy. New Orleans cannot get over that call against the Rams. Mark Ingram, who left the Saints and is now with the Ravens, said, quote, "That is something no one on our team, no one in our organization will ever get over, that call." Folks, the last several years, I've played a game before every season. Joy has seen this once. I've done it 2 or 3 years in a row, and I've hit it. The NFL every year, and this is just not me making it up. This happens every year. A really good team gets inches from the Super Bowl, and the following year they stink. Last 2 years, I've predicted right. Minnesota, 13-3, they didn't make the playoffs. And then Jacksonville, AFC to 5-11. Fans tend to think it's always linear. Like, you're kind of good, you're really good, and you're Tom Brady. And it doesn't work that way. It's cruel. Football's cruel. Free agency. Players get hurt in football. Like, their careers end at 24 years old. They don't in basketball. They generally don't in baseball. Football, you're 24, you're great, you got the world, broken leg. It's over. Thanks for flying United. The Saints are that team this year. They're coming down, folks. They're crashing hard. I hate to tell, they're crashing hard. There's a lot of reasons. A, they're still fuming over a loss last year. B, Drew Brees at the end of last year looked old and tired. C, their early schedule is absolutely the toughest in the NFL. Add Max Unger, valuable center, retired. Mark Ingram, valuable running back, left. And Michael Thomas is holding out. I'm sorry, ask Jacksonville and Minnesota. You can see this from a mile away. That is why Drew Brees, Louisiana and New Orleans specifically, is a party town. And somebody stole their party, and they're pissed, and they haven't forgotten it, and they're holding the grudge. Folks, you can't see straight when you're in the fog of a grudge. You can't see straight. You got to get over the divorce. You got to get over the loss. Football's cruel. It's not waiting for you to get over it. It moves on fast. New Orleans is coming down. And Drew Brees has been around the block. He sensed this immediately. And Drew Brees, unlike a lot of the guys in this team, he's old. He's got like an hour left in the league. Remember when they lost that game? He went to the microphone, and remember what Drew Brees said. This shows you he understood the city he lives in and the impact of this loss.
There's nothing we can do about it, so it's unfortunate. Last year, after the loss, and it really brought us together as a team and strengthened us, and I hope that this will too. I plan on being here next year and making another run at it.
Get over it. Turn the page. Let's go. I've been in this league 15 years. Get over it. New Orleans can't get over it. They're holding a grudge. They want Roger Goodell to answer it. By the way, New Orleans, people hate to look at themselves in the mirror. After that no call, you kicked a field goal, took the lead at home, went to overtime, lost the game. The call did not lose you the game. It was a symptom. It wasn't the cause. You lost the game. You couldn't get first downs. You couldn't make a stop at home. Rams couldn't hear. They beat you in overtime. You're Jacksonville, you're Minnesota, your quarterback's old, your schedule's brutal, you're still holding a grudge, you can't see straight, you lost Max Unger, Mark Ingram's gone, Michael Thomas holding out, won't go to a full camp. Here it comes. Get ready for it. Don't say I didn't warn you. Saints, you're the Vikings and the Jags. put it down. Go to Vegas. Bet the under. All right. You know how yesterday I got so worked up on the Deshaun Watson Baker Mayfield thing?
You did, yes.
I had 3 people yesterday come up to me. This doesn't happen very often. When I left work, 3 people, grocery store, like, man, you were worked up about that. That was interesting. We've got another one today, but I'm not upset about it. The NFL.com is releasing its top 100 players, and players like somebody a lot more than you do, and it's a quarterback, and it's not Baker. It's somebody Baker's age, and they like him a lot more than you do. That's coming up. Plus, Michael Vick, Greg Jennings, Mark Schlereth. We are loaded on a Tuesday. Folks, summer is here. It is grilling time. In fact, I'm grilling tonight with friends, and that's where ButcherBox comes in. It's a company that delivers the highest quality protein, high-density protein in meat from quality farms. It's an ethical process. No hormones ever, no antibiotics ever. But you get the very best organic chicken, wild-caught sockeye salmon from Bristol Bay, Alaska, heritage breed pork, grass-fed beef. ButcherBox works only with the best farms. They ship it for free, and that's the rub here. Ship it for free. So all this high-quality salmon, pork, less than $6 a meal. Absolutely unheard of. Folks, ButcherBox. All you have to do is sign up, butcherbox.com/herd. And 2 things happen. For all new members, $20 off your first box and 6 free burgers in every box until October 15th. butcherbox.com/herd.